It's a little before 6 in the morning, December 1965. The house is cold, the floor bites your bare feet, and in the front room something is already running. A small motor humming under a metal disc, throwing red across the wall, then gold, then green, then blue. We called it the color wheel. You haven't pictured it in 50 years. Look, it's right there behind your eyes again. This is the Christmas your grandparents actually lived. Most of what filled that room is gone now. Not thrown away in one afternoon, but quietly packed into the attic, a piece at a time, and never carried back down. 21 of those pieces. Let's walk back through the house and find them. Where the rooms started, number 21 begins with the tree itself. In 1959, a Wisconsin cookware company started selling a Christmas tree made of spun aluminum foil, the Evergleam. It came flat in a box, and you built it branch by branch at the kitchen table. By the mid-60s, it held over 60% of the market. But you couldn't string ordinary lights on metal branches, so families aimed a spotlight and that color wheel at it instead, and let the light do the decorating. Then, in December 1965, CBS aired a cartoon nobody expected to work, A Charlie Brown Christmas. And Charlie Brown rejected a whole lot of shiny aluminum trees for one sad little real one. Within 2 winters, the aluminum tree went from the height of fashion to the thing hidden in the attic. Hold on to that wheel turning. We'll come back to it. What we hung in the branches. Number 20, icicle tinsel, made of real lead foil back then, heavy enough to hang dead straight instead of curling. Banned from production in 1972 once the FDA decided lead didn't belong at a toddler's eye level. Number 19, bubble lights, glass tubes of colored liquid that needed a few minutes to warm up before a slow, steady column of bubbles started climbing. They lit nothing. You could watch one for 15 minutes and call it an evening. Number 18, the big C7 and C9 bulb strings wired in series, so one dead bulb took the whole string dark, and your father spent Christmas Eve on the floor testing every socket until the string flared back to life. Number 17, flocked trees, sprayed white to fake a snowfall. The height of style in Phoenix and Tampa, gone out of fashion almost as fast as it arrived. The things we made by hand, number 16, cardboard putz villages. Little glitter houses from the dime store, lit from inside by a single bulb, poked through the back, set out on a bed of cotton snow, and rearranged all December long. Number 15, strung popcorn and cranberries, threaded a yard at a time around one lamp while the family talked about nothing. The garland went grey and brittle within a week, and that was fine. You made a new one next year. Number 14, a bowl of nuts still in the shell, cracked one at a time with a plier-style cracker until the pre-shelled bag showed up at the grocery store and the bowl quietly went into a cupboard for good. The sound in the room, number 13, the hi-fi console in the corner, spinning Bing Crosby or a Firestone Christmas album while the color wheel turned across the ceiling. That record got exactly one careful lift from its sleeve each December, and the scratch on side 2 was as familiar as anyone's voice in the house. How a family paid for December number 12, the Christmas Club, a savings account with one job opened back in January that paid out a lump check every November whether your willpower had held up all year or not. Number 11, S&H green stamps, licked and pasted into books at the kitchen table, traded in for a toaster or a toy under the tree. A real gift that felt almost free. Number 10, layaway. You picked the gift in October, paid it down a few dollars a week, and carried it home the day it was finally yours. No interest, because you'd never actually borrowed anything. All 3 faded out together once the bank card arrived in the 60s and let a family charge the whole holiday in one afternoon and worry about the bill in January. Dreaming through the catalogue pages, number 9. The Sears Christmas catalogue, landing on the porch every autumn, dog-eared by December from 100 trips through the toy pages with a pencil in hand. Number 8. The trip downtown, dressed in your good coat, to see the department store windows, mechanical figures skating behind the glass, and to wait in line for the real Santa on the toy floor upstairs. Number 7. Christmas seals, small stamps sold by the sheet to fight tuberculosis, pasted onto every card and package without a second thought. Number 6. The cards themselves, taped up the doorframe and strung across the wall on a length of yarn until the whole house was papered in other people's good wishes. The gifts and the candy dish. Number 5. The Easy Bake Oven, new in 1963, baking a tiny cake with nothing but an ordinary light bulb, the very kind of bulb that's since been phased out of American life. Number 4. The mail order fruitcake, dense and packed for shipping, mailed by the hundreds of thousands every December, until it quietly became the most joked about gift in the country. Number 3. Ribbon candy in the cut glass dish, fused into one brick by the second week if the room ran warm, nobody's favorite, and somehow on every sideboard anyway. One night in the toe of a stocking, number 2, the once only television special. Rudolph in 64, Charlie Brown in 65, The Grinch the year after. No recording, no replay, one scheduled night and one scheduled hour. Miss it and you waited a full year to try again. Number 1 weighed a couple of ounces and sat in the very toe of the stocking, a single fresh orange. In the dead of winter, before citrus travelled easily or cheaply, that orange was a small miracle a working family could only afford once a year, and finding it was part of the mourning. That's all 21. Now look at the room one more time. Morning has come up grey at the window, somebody's got the coffee going, and down at the baseboard that colour wheel is still turning. Red, then gold, then green, then blue, across every face in the room. You won't buy another aluminum tree. They stopped making it in 1971, and the lead tinsel the year after, and the orange in the toe and the dog-eared catalogue, and the hi-fi spinning one careful record. All of it went the way the silver tree went, one ordinary winter at a time, while everyone was busy with the next thing. None of it looked like it needed saving. It was just Christmas. And it isn't anymore. It's made of other things now. But for a few minutes, you were back in that room, on the cold floor, with the smell of citrus close and the colors moving slow across the ceiling. That was your house. That was the morning, and that wheel turned for you.